Hello dear students, welcome to Konar classes. In this session we are going to solve two questions. One, to find the conjugate of the complex number as you find it here, and the second one is that to find the modulus and amplitude of the two complex numbers. So dear students, whenever you need to find the conjugate of a complex number or the modulus and amplitude or argument of a complex number, first you need to do is that to represent the complex number in the form of a plus ib. Okay, so let's see how we can represent this complex number in the a plus ib. So let's address the first question. So let's assume z is equal to 3 minus 2i into 2 plus 3i divided by 1 plus 2i into 2 minus I. So what we should do, dear students, that we need to first represent this complex number in the form of a plus ib. Okay, so for that what we should do, we should multiply that numerator. Okay, that two complex number we should multiply. So 3 into 2, that is 6, then 3 plus 3i, that becomes what? 9 into I. Then minus 2i into 2, that becomes minus 4i. Then minus 2 into 3, minus 2i into 3i, that means minus 6 into I square, divided by, in the denominator what we get, 1 into 2 is 2, then 1 into minus I is minus I, 2i into 2 is 4i, okay, and 2i into minus I, that become minus 2i square. Okay, so now let's simplify that 9i minus 4i, so that becomes 9i minus 4i, that become plus 5i. So you can write 5i and we can remove this. Then minus 6i square, I square is minus 1, so minus 6 into minus 1, that become plus 6, correct? So now this plus 6 and this 6 becomes 6 plus 6 is 12. So what we get it here, dear students, so 12 plus 5i. Okay, now let's look into the denominator. So first one is that minus I plus 4i, that become plus 3i, plus 3i. And then minus 2 into I square is minus 1, minus 2 into minus 1, that become plus 2. Okay, plus 2 and this 2 become 4. So we can write 4 plus 3i. Okay. So what we get, dear students, the complex number what we reached so far is 12 plus 5i by 4 plus 3i. Okay. Now what we are going to do is that we need to, multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator complex number. Whenever you get in this form and you need to represent that complex number in the form of a plus ib, so what we should do, so for here we should do that 12 plus 5i as it is, then we should multiply both numerator and denominator by 4 minus 3i. Why so? Then we can eradicate, we can remove the denominator, from any complex number. There will be no imaginary part in the denominator if we do so. So it is 4 minus 3i divided by 4 plus 3i into 4 minus 3i. So what we get, dear students, so let's see. So from here what we get in the numerator, 12 into 4, that is 48. Then 12 minus 3i, that means minus 36i. Then 5i into 4, that become plus 20i. Okay, and then 5i minus 3i, that means minus 15i square, correct? I repeat once more, 12 into 4, that is 48, then 12 into minus 3i, that means minus 36i, plus 5i into 4, that is 20i, then 5i into minus 3i, that means minus 15i square. Now let's see, minus 36i plus 20i, that means it is minus 16i, correct? Now minus 15i square is minus 1, minus 15 into minus 1 become plus 15. Now this 15 plus 48, that becomes 63, correct? So here we get 63 minus 59, and in the denominator what we get, 4 plus 3i into 4 minus 3i, that becomes 4 square minus 3 into I complete whole square, correct? So what we get, dear students, so that is equal to, we get 63 minus 16 into I divided by 4 square is 16, okay, and minus 9 into I square. Now I square is minus 1, so minus 9 into minus 1 become plus 9. 16 plus 9 is 25, so we can write here is that 25, okay. So what we get, so we get here, this is equal to 63 divided by 25, okay, plus I into minus 16 divided by 25. So this is in the form of A plus IB, Z. So what will be its conjugate? Its conjugate is represented by Z bar, that is equal to A minus IB, that should be 63 divided by 25, okay, minus, I into minus 16 divided by 25. That is the conjugate of a complex number. If A plus IB is a complex number, its conjugate is A minus IB. So now this minus and minus become plus. So from here what we get, dear students, that Z bar is equal to 63 divided by 25, okay, plus I into 16 divided by 25. Okay, so that is the answer to the first question. Now let's concentrate on the second question. Okay. So dear students, that in the second question, the first part is that we need to find the modulus and amplitude of the complex number 1 plus I by 1 minus I. Okay, so let's take Z is equal to 1 plus I by 1 minus I. 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I. So as I said few minutes back, that whenever you get a complex number of this form and you need to find that modulus and amplitude or argument, both are synonyms, amplitude and argument, what you need to do is that we need to first find that, you need to represent this in the form of A plus IB. So what to do? So this we need to write. For that, what you need to do? We need to multiply both numerator and denominator, okay, by the conjugate of the denominator polynomial. What is the conjugate of the denominator polynomial? That is 1 plus I, and we write 1 minus I. So in the numerator also we should write 1 plus I, correct? So what we get, dear students, so 1 plus I into 1 plus I in the numerator, we get 1 plus I complete whole square, and in the denominator we get 1 plus I into 1 minus I, that means 1 square minus I square. What is I square? I square is minus 1. So minus I square become plus 1. Correct? Plus 1. So I square is 1. Oh, sorry, 1 square is 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1, that become 2. Correct? So now let's see that 1 plus I complete whole square, how we can expand. So A plus B whole square, that is A square plus 2 into A into B plus B square, I square. Okay, so I square is what, dear students? The denominator is 2, by the way. I square is minus 1. So instead of I square, we can write minus 1. Now, plus 1 and minus 1, that will become cancelled. So this will go off. Okay, so we get only 2I by 2. So 2I by 2 means I. And I we can represent in the form of 0 plus I into 1, where 0 is the real part and 1 is the imaginary part. So what will be the modulus? The modulus of this complex number Z should be equal to square root of 0 square plus 1 square, that is equal to 1. And what will be the amplitude or argument of this complex number? That is denoted by amp Z, or we define it that arg Z. Okay, so what it will be? So for that we need to understand that 0, 1, that point is in the which quadrant? Okay, so for that let's draw the quadrant quickly. So if we draw the quadrant here we can draw the quadrant. Okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is negative direction of x-axis, this is negative direction of y-axis, this is origin. What is the point? 0, 1. 0, 1 will be a point somewhere here, right? Now this point we can either consider is in the second quadrant, first quadrant, or in the second quadrant. If we consider is in the first quadrant, okay, so what it will be? Both will give the same result, but we should study. If we consider in the first quadrant, so what it will be? It will be tan inverse of b by a. B is what? It is 1 divided by 0. If you recall, if x plus iy is a complex number and which is in the first quadrant, the representation, then its amplitude or argument is tan inverse of y by x. Okay, both x and y are positive. Now if we consider this is in the second quadrant, then what we can do, dear students? So then is equal to pi minus tan inverse of, so that we can, same thing we can write pi minus tan inverse of in the second quadrant we see x is negative, so it should be 1 by mod 0. Anyway, 0 we should not consider as negative, but if we take mod 0 it is 0. So what is tan inverse of 1 by 0? That is tan inverse of infinite, that is equal to pi by 2. And if we consider here that pi minus tan inverse of infinite, okay, so that is equal to pi minus pi by 2. Tan inverse of infinite, how come tan inverse of infinite means tan inverse of tan pi by 2 means pi by 2. So pi minus pi by 2, that also gives the result pi by 2. So we get, dear students, the modulus of this complex number is 1 and amplitude or argument of this complex number is pi by 2. Now let's look into the second question. Okay, in the second question it is no, let it be there, it may be required in the next one. So it is 1 by 1 plus I. Okay, so here the complex number is 1 by 1 plus I. So 1 divided by 1 plus I. So what we should do? We should multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator polynomial. What is the conjugate of the denominator polynomial? 1 minus I. So that means that we should write as 1 into 1 minus I divided by 1 plus I into 1 minus I. So that is equal to what we get, dear students? In the numerator we get 1 minus I, and the denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. That means a square minus I square. What is the value of I square? Is minus 1. So let's write, instead of I square is minus 1. Now minus of minus 1, that become plus 1. Okay, now 1 plus 1, that become 2. So what we get it here, dear students? So that is equal to 1 by 2, okay, plus I into minus 1 by 2. Correct? Now let's look into it, that 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2. As long as you want to represent this complex number in the Argand plane, what will be its coordinate? 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2, correct? No? So 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2 is in which quadrant? It is in the fourth quadrant. Here it will be the point 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2. And dear students, in the fourth quadrant, what is the amplitude or argument? So you can write amplitude of z or argument of z, that is equal to minus tan inverse okay, we can write mod of minus half, okay, divided by half. Okay, let me give you that whatever we discussed in the previous session. If x plus iy is a complex number and it is in the fourth quadrant in the Argand plane, then its amplitude or argument is minus tan inverse mod y by x. That's what we have written. Okay, so now how we can find out this value? Okay, so this is equal to, we get minus of tan inverse of minus mod of minus half is half divided by half, so that equal to minus of tan inverse of 1, so that is equal to minus of tan inverse of tan pi by 4, because tan pi by 4 is 1, so that is equal to minus pi by 4. That is the argument or amplitude of this complex number. Okay, now we need to find the modulus of this complex number. That is quite simple. The modulus of this complex numbers mod z is equal to square root of 1 by 2 whole square plus minus 1 by 2 whole square. So that is equal to what, dear students? So that is equal to square root of 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. So that is equal to what, dear students? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. So that means 1 by square root of 2. Or you can write this is equal to square root of 2 divided by 2. So that is the modulus of this complex number. So I hope you got a very clear idea to understand that how you can find the the modulus and amplitude or argument of a complex number. So now you can log on to konarclasses.com and make extensive practice related to this type of problems and make your preparation rock solid. With this note, let me conclude the class here. Thank you very much. Bye bye.